Hello again, Keta Kosman, publisher of Madison's Lumber Reporter. Today I'm going to talk about what is happening with lumber prices this week. And so this is the first full week of January 2021. And what we do, Madison's has been publishing the full array of 450 individual softwood lumber and panel commodity prices every Friday since 1952. So what we do is a market survey on Thursdays. I have an analyst who spends all day Thursday calling around to the various sawmills in all of the regions of North America for all of the respective species and product groups that are produced in large enough volume for us to track. And for the producers, the sawmills, he asks what they're selling for on the wholesaler price level. And then we call the wholesalers and the resellers, the reloads, for those same items, and we ask them what they're buying for. So we get the market price on the large volume levels of what the sawmills are quoting on their price lists, and for what the large volume wholesalers are paying. There's a lot of negotiation that goes on, and generally speaking, of course, the sawmills want us to print a higher price and the wholesalers want us to print a lower price. We do ask a lot of questions and get at the moment on-time information of the market. What is your inventory? How's your log supply? What's your order file? A sawmill order file means if you order wood, if you call and order wood today, how long does it take before it goes onto the production line? So for example, a 4-week order file means the mill is quoting you today for wood that they will be producing in 4 weeks. Other questions like that, we ask to find out what is happening, in the grand scope of the marketplace. So we do that all day on Thursday, and then we publish on Friday for our subscribers. They can log into the dashboard and have a look, see what the prices are compared to last week, and also to read all of the commentary explaining what is the market situation. So I'm going to show you some tables and graphs of what the prices that we gathered last week printed on Friday, which are being used this week. Okay, and so here we have the 6 items mostly used for building a standard wood-framed home. The top 3, Western Spruce, Southern Pine, Eastern Spruce 2x4, Western Spruce Stud, Green Douglas Fir 2x4, and Canadian Softwood Plywood as your panel. So in that table you could see this week compared to last week and last year. I do put that on the website, and here's the same items presented as a graph. The purple line is your plywood using the right-hand axis, Canadian dollars per 1,000 square feet. Right, and so here is those 3-dimension, your 2x4s, against U.S. housing starts. The black line is total starts and the gray line is single-family starts. And lastly, we have the historical comparison, again, for those same items. I had to completely change this table for this year because the previous high got blown away completely by September 2020. And all we can do now is watch every week to see where prices will go. But this is a good comparison of history. All right, and so now what all this data tells you, not just what lumber prices are doing, what the forest companies are doing, the sawmills, the big box stores, the retailers that carry the lumber that people buy, but it also tells you a good forward indicator of what's happening with housing starts. The graph that had the housing starts against the lumber prices, my data comes out once a week every Friday. Housing starts data comes out once a month. For the previous month, home sales and home price data comes out once a month for 2 months ago. So do check back often, have a look at my website, certainly give me a call if you have a specific question, subscribe if you really want to know precisely what's happening with individual commodities on a weekly level, and I'll be making these small videos probably every week through this year 2021, just to provide some clarity to people who might have some interest for various reasons to know what's going on with forestry, softwood lumber, and home building across North America. Thanks. And lastly, our contact information. Check our website, madisonsreport.com, frequently to see what is happening with softwood lumber.